Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Ready?
Hi, Ron. Can you explain to me what you do?
Yeah. So I started a coaching company back in 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago now. So originally, I was working with Zillow as a Zillow growth advisor, and one of my roles was to help them to roll out their Zillow Flex program. This was kind of brand new, and they were rolling it out in Atlanta. And so I was one of the 7 growth advisors at the time in the company to help roll out this program. Initially, they had Zillow. Most people know about, you can buy leads from Zillow at that time. And they were selling leads into specific zip codes or markets. And then they was rolling out this Zillow Flex program where agents were able to pay on the back end. And so basically, once the transaction was successful, they'll pay a success fee or referral fee, if you want to call it that. And so our role as growth advisors was to help these agents at the time and teams really understand like how to talk to these internet buyers, really understand the funnel metrics as they move these customers down from, talking to them, setting an appointment, all the way down to the conversion side. At the time, Zillow realized that the agents were probably not the best fit to kind of build their Zillow Flex around. So they decided to build it with teams, and they would go in the team route. And so at that time, they let the agents go. We started working with Zillow teams. And my background is performance management and coaching and sales training and things of that nature. So I did excel working with those teams, helping those teams really understand the Zillow Flex program, how it worked, the funnel metrics, and basically how to run a real estate business because I learned from a lot of other teams. So they would tell me all the things they did wrong or the things they did right. So I just gathered that information, relayed that to some other teams, and I just started getting all this valuable information to really help teams, succeed. During that time, Zillow will have every year like the top Zillow growth advisor. And at the time we were growing to 30, 40, 50, 70 growth advisors at the time because Zillow started to really expand the Zillow Flex. And every year I would win growth advisor of the year. Then I decided, over time, Zillow would move us around in different markets, and I know a lot of team leaders kind of experience that. They go through multiple team growth advisors. And these teams would reach back out to me and say, "Hey, coach, can you still work with me?" But they would have a different growth advisor, but I really couldn't help them because I was working in a different market. I saw a niche where, number one, I could still help that team, and two, our role as a growth advisor at the time, we were only able to spend an hour every 2 weeks or every week, or 30 minutes. These teams, especially the small and the mid-sized teams, were not able to execute a lot of the things we're asking them to do, the strategic plan, do this, do that, et cetera, et cetera. They just have these big budgets to do that. Now, the bigger teams, they can go out and hire a recruiter, they can hire all these ISAs, but without a problem because they had the financing to do that. So I saw a niche in a window, an opportunity. I said, well, these small teams need maybe a part-time fractional flex staff where they could just kind of plug and play. And that's why I saw the opportunity. So what we do is we're a almost like a fractional flex management staff where we have coaching, we have admin. We also now bringing on ISAs for flex agents that get to a level where they need ISAs to continue to help them to grow their business. A marketing component too as well. So if a team is in growth mode and they want to start bringing on more agents, we have a person that works that department that is helping that team with the growth side of it. We have training where the agents can role play with some of our trainers. So we just plug and play for a small team to have a staff, almost like a big team, but it's a fractional way of doing it. And so that's what we've been doing so far. One of the biggest challenges that most small to mid-sized flex teams have is they don't have a bench, right? When it comes to performance management and their agents who, for whatever reason, are not performing, Zillow is not going to be forgiven and giving you 6 to 12 months to get this agent turned around, right? They might be going through a really family situation, but we might have to take them off for Zillow for a while and put a new agent in there. And so if you don't have a bench ready or new agents coming in, it could really affect your numbers. And so one of the things that we really want to start doing moving forward is really helping these teams, not replacing their recruiting department, but just kind of like as an add-on or an extra part. It's like, hey, let us help you create some, testimonial videos and some things of that nature to be able to allow your agents to put it on their social media pages. And so that could be a possible way of reaching out to new agents. We have some of the best copywriting when it comes to Indeed ads, how to do that and update it every 2 or 3 weeks so that you can get multiple agents coming in. But I think one of the best things that we have going on is that we're building, we call it Flex University. We're building it. It's almost complete. I can't wait. You're going to see it. It's super exciting. And, new agent comes on a Flex agent's team, and everything is automated. Everything is on demand. It even plugs into get them set up for Zillow Academy. And once they finish that, they go through all these videos, testing, quizzes, role play, everything to kind of get them ready. And then we have these levels. So once they finish like course 101 or section 101, then they can graduate and go to the next level, depending on the production that they have. So we want to keep them at a certain phase and keep them growing, making sure they're zeroing out their smart list. Everything that they need to do to be successful is in that university. And we're going to be able to give the team leaders an opportunity to see who's doing well in the university. And so we're plugging in with all the tools out there like FUB, Maverick, all those great tools are out there that are really helping the agents to win. We want to give those to our team as well. So we're super excited about that. So if you're a team out there looking to grow, you're a small to mid-sized flex team, look us up. We're called the Coach Ron Hutchison or ronhutchison.com. Our program is called the Power Builders. We build Zillow Flex teams and helping them to grow and expand. And so we're looking for more teams to help them get to the next level.